Warning: the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Well, hey, welcome everybody to another episode of the Coach's Box, episode 264. Fellas, how are we doing this evening?
Middle of the World Cup. This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Hey, I love all of the videos on social media about all of the different foreigners coming in and then realizing like, oh, American food is amazing. Oh, look at these stadiums. Oh my gosh, they dwarf all of our European stadiums. This is amazing.
It's hearing the great things about how British people have discovered ranch dressing is just hilarious. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Man, they're just discovering ranch dressing. Wow.
So apparently Americans are nice. They're not really mean.
Wait a second. You mean it's not everything that's portrayed in the media? Are you telling me the media mix stuff up from time to time?
No, not even a little.
Oh my goodness! Hey! Now, I have not followed at all any of this World Cup. Is it FIFA World Cup? Who knows what it is?
Yes.
I watched probably 5 minutes of the first U.S. game when they scored a goal, had one called back, and then scored another one. That's it. I guess that's all I watched. They looked good. Go ahead.
I'm not expecting any of you to talk about it tonight. We're not going there. This is my one chance to say something. I will say it is the best the American team has looked in a long time, and I'm excited to see them play
there you go.
Australia and Turkey coming up.
This sounds like it's the Dinslow Cup because my goodness, like, is this like a 6-month tournament or what? Like
1 month.
It's only a month. Oh, okay.
So the great part is there is a mathematical chance, and it's gotten even better, that the U.S. and England could play each other in a knockout game on July 4th. On America's 250th birthday.
Right.
We can send England ship back home across the pond again.
Again.
Probably, I don't even know the wars. You guys are the social studies, but it's got to be the fourth or fifth war.
Well, that might be the only way I watch it.
I guess technically it would kind of be like the rubber match because we did have the Revolutionary War, but they got us the second one. They got us in the the War 1812, I think it was. So maybe it's the rubber match.
I don't care. It's the one that matters,
right? This is not the one 250 years ago.
This is how the British learn about the SEC, where it really matters.
Okay, so again, you don't know what happens. You don't know what's going on the internet. Are they playing at college stadiums as well? Okay, just NFL stadiums? No,
pretty much just NFL stadiums.
Okay.
FIFA has done something that the NFLPA has not been able to figure out how to do, is to get those stadiums changed to real grass.
Okay.
So one of the rules is there's a couple rules that FIFA have, and one is it has to be played on a natural surface.
Mm-hmm.
So all those stadiums that have, especially even the indoor ones that have turf, have had to remove the turf to put natural grass in to play on. So the whole concept about how they can't do it is they're playing 6, 7, 8 games on it in the span of 6 weeks on real grass in these stadiums. So I don't want to hear owners say they can't do it. They just did it for a 6-week tournament.
I thought they had. So it's just an all NFL.
Pretty much, it's okay. All NFL. They're like some large, like they're also hosting some in Mexico City, which is a large soccer facility there. Mm-hmm. A couple in Canada, Vancouver and Toronto. Okay. I believe those are the 2 in Canada, but they're using a lot of NFL. Foxborough, East Rutherford, Levi Stadium, SoFi Stadium, Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta. Those they've got Arrowhead. Yeah.
There was another thing they said that I guess somewhere, because I mean it's just regular summertime to us. Actually, it's probably cooler, but I guess it was somewhere. Heck, it might have been out of Kansas City where they said, "Oh my gosh, it's so hot! It's so hot. They couldn't handle the weather."
British team didn't know how to handle the heat. They spent one practice just sunbathing to try to get used to the heat.
So what you're saying is what we need to do is America needs to wind up having all of their games down in Florida. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. That's
Texas.
Texas.
Everything's at the Cotton Bowl. Yes. So
now, we have probably talked enough soccer for Chris. I mean, Chris was here.
But hold on, where is Chris? I don't get it. I mean, it's hit or miss with him lately, I guess.
It was league night for us.
Oh, was it?
Well,
no, that's overrated.
He's at the Missouri basketball coaches, the showcase in Columbia. That's tomorrow. Is that tomorrow and Friday, or Friday and Saturday? Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. I know our girls' team's going up there to play.
I thought they had something already. I thought, Jarvis, did you go?
I went for the boys. It was last week.
Oh, it's not one same time.
It doesn't start until it won't start until Friday. So tonight was league night for Fox basketball. I couldn't get back in time from work.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He has the MBCA. Which maybe he's going up tonight. I don't know.
Okay.
But I didn't think he would be going until tomorrow. But I know his dad's been having him work on the farm too. So he's always doing something.
Gotta be doing something here. I guess that we can take that as a transition to go into our first topic, since you're bringing up basketball here, and we can kind of talk about this NBA Finals a little bit. I mean, I think we all have to eat a little bit of crow with our bets. But if Chris was here, I'd say he had it right on the gentleman's sweep. It just didn't have the correct team picked out. And so, I mean, fellas, we can talk a little bit. Jason, we can let you start us off here when you're talking about the NBA Finals. What did you see? What did you think?
My heart was with New York. I wanted New York to win. I even said it when I picked the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Wemby would play better. I didn't know that Cat could play defense against him as well as he did. And the NBA tried to. I mean, they got Cat with fouls early. And the Knicks overcame it. And, I said it that day we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and how, the Knicks were on a streak, man, and they just found ways to win games.
Mm-hmm.
They've had people step up. And Brunson, man, he's a little beast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the Tasmanian devil, man. He just keeps coming back. He just keeps making plays. He just makes the right decisions. Makes plays when they needed it. And, Knox for San Antonio. People were saying maybe he was shaving points, and maybe he was throwing the game. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that kind of brings up the point of, do you think the Knicks won it, or do you think the Spurs lost it? Because I think the Spurs in most of every game had leads and had somewhat sustainable, if not significant leads. I mean, that to me is like, so what's the story? What's the better or bigger headline? Is it the fact that the Knicks came back, or is it the fact that the Spurs choked? That's the, I mean, because again, you go back to, I think, what was the game 2 when they had the comeback the way that they did, and it's like, I don't know, are they young? Is it a bright lights got too hot, or what? I mean, don't know.
I mean, you have to give the Knicks credit. They battled. They made plays when they had to. I mean, that comeback, everything they did in that second half just went their way.
Mm-hmm.
Every shot they needed to hit, they hit it when they needed to. The Spurs made mistakes when they needed them to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just everything rolled in the Knicks' favor in that game.
Yeah,
that was a historic game. A historic game that'll be talked about for ages. I don't think you can just say, though, the Spurs handed it to them. I think the Knicks, they played a role. And Brunson was a big role. And, I mean, I think Cat had a good series. And their role players stepped up when they needed to. And it's good to see another Mizzou guy get a championship.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's kind of neat. The Villanova trio, that won the national championships,
Yep.
and then here they are winning for New York. I mean, Kevin, what do you got as I'm sifting through some of the statistics here?
Well, I'll readily admit I watched less than a minute of any of the NBA finals. But what I can say is in my years of halfway from a distance following the NBA, it is nice to see the Knicks have some sort of relevance. For many years, they were kind of just a joke, in a joke for the media to be like, hey, they're never going to find a way to win again. They were making jokes about them on Seinfeld, for crying out loud, about them being so bad and never being able to do anything good. So it's nice to see that.
Jerry was there.
Yeah, it was nice to get off of that, get that off their back and to do some things. So in just kind of reading some stuff that I saw, I think that was a great question, Zach. Is it more about the Knicks or is it more about the Spurs? And if you ask the media, it seems it's more really about the Spurs not being able to do anything. Wemby not showing up and then blowing that game. And the series was kind of over when they lost in game 2. That there was no way anybody was coming back from that, even though they had ample opportunity.
Well, that's the kicker, because as I'm going through and looking at these games, I mean, it wasn't just that game. You go back to the last game of the series. The Spurs are up in the fourth quarter. You go back to, I guess, game 4. Spurs are up over 20 again at halftime. In game 4 and have a lead. And so that goes into where, I don't know, again, is it not making shots? Is it not playing defense? Obviously, it wasn't boxing out, because that's what cost them game, the comeback game. So any high school coaches, or junior high, any basketball coach worth their salt ought to be saying, hey, here's this highlight. This is why you box out. This is why you box out. And it doesn't take any amount of athleticism. It takes mental fortitude and a little bit of effort to sit here and say, oh wait, I gotta put a butt in the gut and box this guy out. So I don't know.
It was the inbounder.
Right? Right? I mean,
if we're looking at it two different ways, I think the fans looking at it is giving the Knicks their due credit.
Right.
Because they finally did put together a team and a roster capable of doing that, instead of kind of just paying for they were the Mets for a long time, just paying contracts to guys that really weren't going to help them win. So they finally got that right. But if you look at what the media has, it's really more about how the fact that Wemby didn't show up in big times.
So I want to ask this question. I wish Chris was here. So we said, and I know I said, because I've said it not only with the Knicks, but also with the Raptors when they fired their coaches. So was this a case of Mike Brown riding coattails of Tibbs? Or was this, hey, do I got to say I'm wrong? And they bring in Brown and he takes him over the hump here and wins this championship. What do you think?
I don't know enough about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that I believe Tibbs has been fired from like half the teams in the NBA already.
Right.
So I don't know how much that plays into that.
Right.
Brown, I mean, I think this was a kind of a revenge thing for Brown, just because I think LeBron kind of screwed him over, and I think he was a better coach than what people give him credit for, and maybe he was just the right person for this group of guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Tibbs, he's a good coach, but maybe it just wasn't the right fit for that group. And Brown just put it together. I mean, sometimes that's just, sometimes that's just it. I mean, sometimes a new voice.
Is that what you're saying? New York just needed a new voice.
That's waiting.
That's a new voice.
For the new voice.
New voice comes in, but then sometimes a new voice comes in and, just doesn't do it. But
no. I would like to know, and again, just I wishing Chris was here just to kind of dig a little bit.
Chris would definitely have an opinion on this.
Oh yeah. What was different? Obviously we're going to have to probably say the roster, not knowing, but assuming that there were probably some roster changes, because I don't think any roster stays 100% the same in professional sports year after year. But is it a practice in terms of what type of practice or quality of practice or minutes, or is it X's and O's? Is it recovery? To sit here and say, hey, we're going to go down double digits multiple times and then battle back. What's the switch here? What's the starting point to say, man, why are we struggling out of the gate? And then what's the flipping of the switch to start the second half and go out and play gangbusters like that?
It might just be a simplifying of things. It's not really changing things, tactically or schematically or things like that. It's just simplifying things. Mm-hmm. I can use our boys team as an example this past winter, making a coaching change to somebody who really isn't a basketball coach to do it, but somebody who can motivate. And they went 500 from then on out, which is a completely different team after that. So that type of change, just from a motivation standpoint, depending on who that is. If Mike Brown had an in, with the right people, like, he had the ear of Jalen Brunson maybe and the leaders in the locker room, that can make a huge difference.
And it could be a difference in who you allow to take shots, who you don't, or who has the seatbelt and who doesn't have the seatbelt. Some coaches get aggravated when, certain people are taking shots and certain people aren't. And, I had some people that did not have the green light, and I had other people that had the green light,
Mm-hmm.
And other coaches aren't so much like that with certain, things. And, I had kids that I was willing to let take people off the dribble. I had kids that if they dribbled, they were probably coming out. It's just it could have been philosophy. It could have been as the kids would say, a vibe. It could, and I don't know. I'd have to look back at the other games and the other series and stuff. But, I mean, I think the Knicks came back in other games too. I don't think it was just this series that they came back in games. And, they're a pretty resilient group. I think once they started that winning streak, it was going to be hard to stop them.
Yeah. I mean, again, you still have to have your hats off and kudos to the Spurs because it was just a couple of years ago where they were cellar dwellers. I mean, obviously they have the Wemby as the overall.
Well, they got a 7-foot+ guy that can shoot from outside and score on the inside. I mean, there's a lot of crappy teams in the NBA, and you put Wemby on them, and they're not going to be so crappy.
So using AI, I looked up Jason's question. Knicks fell behind by 10 or more points 8 times in the playoffs. They came back 6 out of those 8.
I mean, that's pretty good.
They were 6-2 in games where they fell behind by 10 or more points in the playoffs. So,
yeah,
courtesy of Google Gemini.
So they were all the ESPN, the radio, all of that. They were talking about roster moves and how do you get over the hump and this, that, and the other. What do you think about? Because I know Giannis is the name now. Giannis is the big name because he's been the big name on the trading block apparently for the last couple of years. What do you think the Spurs need to do going forward, or other teams need to do going forward, maybe to try and get back to, or get either to the finals or get back to the finals? Or is this a situation where, hey, can New York, can they run it back next year? What do you think?
I don't really have a great answer for that. I wonder if teams are learning that super teams aren't the way to go anymore.
Well, okay, so let me put a pause there. So Brunson, I just saw this stat. Brunson gave up.
He gave up a lot of money.
There you go.
They could add people like Hart
and
some of those other role players around him.
Yep.
And to keep Towns and to bring some of those people in. So Brunson's like, hey, I'm already making millions of dollars. I'm making enough money that me and my family are going to be fine. I want to win some championships. I'll give up a few, 10 or 15 million here.
It was quite a bit. It was quite a bit.
It was quite a bit.
That's not by doing that. Karl Anthony Towns is not a super team duo or trio with anybody else on the Knicks.
But he's a 7-footer.
Right. Well, what it does is think about it in terms of grading scale: A players, B players, C player. If you're the superstar like Brunson, that's should have this max contract or close to it, and you're not taking that money. That now, instead of you being one of maybe 2 A players and a bunch of C and D players, well, now you can reconfigure the roster and get a bunch of, maybe you get an A- player, you get a boatload of B+ players. Now all of a sudden your roster's better. I mean, again, I go back to
Towns. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is a B+ player.
Yeah.
I mean, he may not be in the A's, but he's
right.
I mean,
what it's done is you've seen those graphics where they give you like 5 $5 players and 5 $4, and here's $15 and pick 5 of them. If you pick 2 $5 players, you're going to get bottom barrel stuff, ones and twos to try to finish it out. What Brunson did is basically said, "Hey, I am a $5 player, but you only got to pay me 3. Now go get me 4 others." So it allowed you to raise the floor on that roster, as opposed to elevate the ceiling. And raising the floor is really what wins championships, is when your worst player is better than everybody else's worst player.
Let's just go back to Tom Brady. I mean,
absolutely.
Again, that's outside of maybe, I don't know, maybe Mahomes when he's winning with his contract. I don't think there's been too many QBs like on the Joe Burrow deal, and where you're 15+% or might be at this point 20% of the cap space where you're winning. Again, without having to look at, maybe Mahomes might be the only one. That kind of, you'd have to go back. I just say not anymore. You have to go back and look at whenever that contract. So I guess my question is, and you guys can bring this up, if that's what Brunson did and that's what Tom Brady has done, why aren't more players, and I'm talking the B+, A-, A players, why aren't they doing that? Again, not the guys that are on a rookie deal or not the guys that are waiting for their first max contract, but those veteran type players that, well, I could either get paid again or I could take a little bit less. So we could go get some dudes. Why is that not happening more?
It's a great question. I don't have an answer for that.
People are greedy, man. If some of them got 6 and 7 baby mamas, and they got lots of
for 18 years, right? 18 years.
Yeah. Well, some of them already spent what money they didn't already have. So there's a lot of debt. Yeah. And, it's...
I mean, you look at these former players, and a lot of them go bankrupt after they're done.
I know. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. All right, Kevin. Well, how about we do this? How about we take a short break? We come back. We'll start talking about some Cardinals because, guys, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot. And Kevin, ever the optimist. I know they didn't win today, but ever the optimist. Hashtag 91.
You're not going to win them all, but you can win 91 of them.
So we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll do some Cardinal talk. You are watching the Coach's Box.
I'm a 200-year-old elm, and while I might be holding up on the outside, on the inside, I'm dead. Oh, man, it feels good to just let go. And if you don't have the right home coverage, well, this could break your bank. Switch to Allstate, and you can save hundreds. Put it on my tab. I'll show myself.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Introducing the ultra-quiet Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. The Daikin Fit keeps both noise and temperature at a comfortable level. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. Hear the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
For service, visit www.smcihvac.com or call 636-337-2150. SMCI. Legacy built, future focused. Check out Elite Collectibles, now with 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
Welcome back to segment 2 of episode 264 of the Coach's Box. Call it like we see it podcast. We're going to get ready to talk a little bit of Cardinals here after talking some basketball, but somebody wants to chime in.
Uh-oh.
And he is, I believe, are you there, Chris?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh,
yeah,
there he is.
Yes, he is voice only, which is really good for him because he's got the face for radio.
So. It's you know what? Why? It's because, well, for one, Kevin is partially right. My faces just make you guys look really bad if I got on there, so it's good that we don't do that. I'm trying to help you guys. The second part is I might or might not still be on the road. Therefore, it would be illegal for us to be streaming live with anybody who's possibly live.
What do you mean?
So I can't confirm or deny. Well, I can't.
Well, that's what you're.
It's like sound like Megatron. Sound like Megatron and
Transformers. On the road, the internet sucks. Yeah. So we'll just move on. We'll let him complain to himself in his car on the way up.
You can do that. Oh man, no.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna start us off because I am gonna talk a little bit Cardinals and 91 wins. Well on their way to 91 wins.
Okay.
I'm going to say it now. 4 All-Stars.
Oh, man. Okay. I want to get into that, but go ahead. You go ahead. Have your moment.
I'm just going to say 4. We'll let you guys go from there, but we know there's an obvious All-Star. And I think the way that he's been pitching, I think O'Brien will probably be one, I believe. I want to think that Weatherholt might be one. Most likely is probably an injury type of or not wanting to go type of replacement. And the way Dustin May has pitched the last 2 months, he may deserve an all-star nod as well.
We saying O'Brien, Walker, May,
Weatherholt, and May and Weatherholt. Yes.
We were talking about this. Ethan and I were talking about this because somebody somewhere on the internet had posted the all-star voting as of this week, and Weatherholt was sitting in 9th place. Yeah. I know, and this is what's so ridiculous about fan voting is that I think you had Acuna or somebody on the Braves that's out hurt that hasn't played. That's the starter. Like, again, what are we doing? If you want to have like the fans get to vote for 4 or 5 guys, reserves, okay. But come on. Like, it's got to be based on performance. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Well, at least the fans only pick one at each position. So if somebody's sitting in 9th, some manager, whoever the manager is going to be, and Ollie's done a good enough job that he was actually asked to be on the coaching staff of the All-Star. Mm-hmm. I think he's done a really good job this year.
Yeah.
That I see Weatherholt getting. I don't see any of them really being starters. In the current setup, I don't even think Walker's in the top 5, but he should be an all-star with them as well. So,
I mean, Walker's sitting at tied for first in RBIs. He's sitting 4th in hits. I mean, he's doing some stuff, but yeah, I mean, you're looking at some of these guys in terms of stats, and I know we don't like the Cubs, but man, I just remember following him a little bit when he was in the minor leagues, but you know, PCA, he's having a great year, and outside of his whole debacle with that, I guess White Sox fan, was it, that lady? Other than that, I mean, he's having a tremendous year. But yeah, I think Walker. I mean, you got some dudes. I think Weatherholt's got to be in consideration for Rookie of the Year.
What about some of our other pitchers? Palante's been pitching great. I mean, he has, dude.
He has.
I know.
Our bullpen is still going to be our major issue. There's just not enough arms, and they just keep taxing people in. At some point, you have to shore up the bullpen by moving Leahy back to the bullpen and finding another arm to fill that spot in the rotation. Quinn Matthews has looked pretty good down at Memphis. I'd like to see him get a spot at some point.
What about that? The Dobbins or whatever.
So Dobbins might get another chance, but he should be somebody that we see in the bullpen on a regular basis, I think. Well, because he's still recovering from, was it a Tommy John?
Something like that, yeah. I thought I had heard they were wanting to do like a 6-man rotation because of him, because he's got a couple starts here in 4 games pitched. But yeah, that again, you can't trust just what you read on the internet anymore.
Well, even if he is, he can be that 6-man when you need him to, but you can use him out of the pen in the other times. But they've got to find a way to shore up the pen. Newt Barr has looked really good since coming back.
Remember you all thinking I was crazy when I said we want Newt Barr back. We're going to send Victor down, and we're going to put Church in center field. And you all thought,
Church is, again, he's doing well. I think as of now, he is what Tyler O'Neill was supposed to be. And that's the thing. You go back to Piscotty. You go back to oh my gosh, who's the other outfielder? Grichuk. These, then you go back to Carlson. These are, I mean, it's just laundry list of what should have been, and maybe if Church stays up.
We can't talk Cardinals right now without talking about Gorman being sent back.
But
I mean, wow! Can you believe that happened?
And Blaze Jordan looking pretty good in his place in the first couple of games. You're going to have to wait to see it longevity-wise, see him keep it up once people get the book on him.
Mm-hmm.
But
wow,
he looked better in his swings look better than what Gorman's ever did.
Yeah,
and he brings right-handed pop.
I mean, K.
Gorman's stats just look like a teenage girl's text message thread. K. But
oh my God, K. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But between that and Velasquez, who has looked, pop off the bat.
Yeah.
Fermin has done a pretty good job playing 9 different positions.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have multiples of him anymore. It's just Fermin, just the guy that can play everything. There's no Sajisi. There's no enter guy.
I don't need all that crap.
Yeah. So,
So let me ask you this. On the spot right now, based off of their entire body of work, you have to have one person that is going to be the star or the person that is the face of the franchise. Who are you going with today and going forward as the overall face of the St. Louis Cardinals? Because I think that's a good question.
No,
let's talk about the options so we can go that. You're looking at Jordan Walker,
Weatherholt,
Mason Wynn, Burleson could be as well. Herrera maybe, but it's Walker or Weatherholt. But I think Walker has, earned that right to be the face. If he is the MVP candidate that he could continue to be throughout the year, it's going to be Walker. He's back again. Let's see if the construction helps.
Do you add, just because you have to with the Waino, do you add a McGreevy? Do you add, is there anybody on the pitching? I mean, he's sub 3, but go ahead.
I think it's tough for a younger pitcher to be that, because you only see them one every 5 days. Wainwright got a little bit older before he did that, because he had a Carpenter and some other ones, and he was able to get into it and see his personality.
The only pitcher it could be is if May keeps this up for a year.
Yeah.
comes back and does it next year, then that dude's going to be if you keep him around. That dude.
I was going to say, is that worth that?
Dude, he's got a little bit of a he's got a personality too.
Yeah. He's got a bulldog attitude.
Yeah. And I think, dude, he was lights out the other night, man.
Well,
Chris, can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you guys just fine.
We just can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. No. Hey, MoDOT sucks. Okay, this is insane. I've been so tired of construction in this state right now. Maybe we should have this stuff done. Instead, no, I'm over here holding the sign and 5 dudes watching. Anyway.
All right, Chris, we're trying to keep the show on the tracks at the moment, so stick with us here.
Well, what fun is that? That's not even fun. This is off the rails media. Off the rails.
But you got to stay on the road, allegedly.
Well, this dude has been off the rails in months, and now all of a sudden you can't see his face. Right. He's in a car or truck or whatever the heck.
Allegedly.
We don't know what he's doing. We don't know. He could just be standing by the interstate.
He might be a passenger princess for all we know.
He might be at the sinkhole on I-70 for all we know.
I wouldn't doubt there's a freaking sinkhole open up here. This is crazy. Allegedly on I-70. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. What? Go ahead.
Who do you think is the face of the Cardinals franchise moving forward?
The base?
Face.
Oh, face. Sorry. Jordan Walker and Mason Wynn.
Okay.
End of story. There's no doubt about it. I would do a campaign where I basically say, these are the 2 guys we're going to build around. I sign them both to extensions like every other team is doing, the Bobby Witt contract or the Tatis contract. Lock them up. Let them stay there. Obviously, Wynn's got to get a little bit better with the bat, but we know he can do it. You know what he can do with the glove. And Jordan Walker is starting to show what we really thought he could do. Once we stop telling him he's got to hit the ball in the air and talk about launch angle and crap like that. So I build around those guys, and that, I mean, at the end of the day, that what?
Because we're trying to have a show here. You're ready to anoint Walker after not even half of a year?
Zach, what's he doing right now at 23 years old?
I understand that. I'm just.
Do you think he's going to fall off a cliff?
What's that?
I agree with the Walker more than I can't believe you're jumping on Wynn and not Weather.
See, I like Wynn. I know I was looking.
You don't hit worth a poo poo.
I understand. I was actually looking up his stats compared to Ozzy, but again, I think he's a generational.
Are you really comparing him to Ozzy right now?
Listen to me. I was looking at. I think in terms of generational defense, I think he could be.
Okay, hang on. You wanted my take, and you're asking why not Weatherholt. Weatherholt, you're talking like I want to jump on the Walker bandwagon after half a season. You want me to jump on the Weatherholt bandwagon after half a season?
I didn't say that.
Nobody said that.
I did, Jason. I know I'm addressing Zach here, and anybody who's watching knows that. I'm saying that's the thing. Like I want to see a little bit more out of him. Do I think he's a guy you can build around? Sure, if he continues to do what he's doing. And that's part of it. I mean, I think they've got some great pieces here, and that's why at the deadline, everybody's like, should they add? No, just play through it. Who cares at this point? Because if you sell those guys off, unless they're rental guys, and you trade your rental guys and go get your reliever, and you see what you can get at third base. And I think if Gorman doesn't figure it out, he's got to go because you don't want to pay a AAA third baseman. I mean,
Weatherholt's same age as Walker.
Yeah. But Walker's also been in the league for roughly, he's got what, 3 years of service time?
Years.
This is his third year of service time. Yeah.
Okay. So again, he started earlier, but go ahead and lock Wynn up to a deal. And if Weatherholt starts I mean, if he continuously does this, then yeah, just give him the money and let's go. He's the guy you can do it with too.
The one thing
not
that
now.
Wynn has, the one thing that Wynn has going for him is more so than many others. He's a pretty charismatic guy in front of the cameras, and he can, personality wise, be the face of what they can be. I've seen it, and social media presence and all that other stuff. He's a great example of someone who could be the face of a franchise in that meaning.
I agree. Also, this year, Jordan Walker is your all-star. I don't know if they can break through on anybody else. I mean, it's tough, especially in the pitching side of it, because everybody in the National League, like the top pitchers, are really good and like insanely good. And every other position, I mean, Weatherholt has a shot, but I don't think he'll get it.
Well, so you mean to say, and I think some others might be feeling this same way or close to it, a team that is literally, I just looked it up, on pace for 90.1 wins.
Hey, wait. Hey, Kevin,
yes.
Is 90.1 greater than or less than 91?
Well, when you round up, it's 91.
It absolutely is not.
Hold on. No.
Round up.
Listen.
Your Catholic math to get more money for tithes and offerings doesn't work here. That is not true.
I was thinking for football fields and
this is not football fields. This is not Catholic math. This is business degree math. This is business administration math.
Middle
administration, Zach. You hear that?
Yes. Make the bottom line look a little bit better. 90.1 when you talk to the media is 91. Okay.
Kevin.
Don't shut up.
Kevin, hang on.
So when
they tried to take like the percentage of the penny on every transaction. Yeah, that was illegal. This is what you're talking about. If we were doing it with money, is highly illegal. You round up on each, it doesn't matter.
Can I get back to my actual question here, please?
Yes, Kevin. You control the board.
A team. I did. That's why I kicked Chris off for a minute, and he just talked right through it. A team with 90 on pace to win basically 91 games. Don't say a word. Only gets one All-Star.
That and what, the fifth best record?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So and you're going to tell me that somebody, that the White Sox deserve 2 or 3?
Kansas City that's 30 and 45 is going to get multiple All-Stars, or
I don't care about the American League.
Whoever. I'm just saying whoever. I mean, good grief, like
the way guys bail, and I will say this, even if they only really get 1, maybe 2 to the way guys bail from the All-Star game at times, there will be some other ones that will get replacement nods.
Yeah, they're hurt.
At least baseball players don't bail as much as football players, where you end up with Shedeur Sanders, the 4th quarterback in the Cleveland Browns locker room, ending up as a Pro Bowler. I'll be honest, I didn't get a chance to listen earlier. Did you guys discuss? And again, I hate going back, but I got to get this in before I allegedly, possibly check into my hotel room. So I got to ask: did you guys discuss Wemby walking off the court?
No,
we discussed Wemby stepping it.
Have at it.
Okay. Yeah. Because I got to say this, you guys can come back to it. You can do whatever. I just give me a little timeout tirade for a second. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Wembanyama is by far my least favorite basketball player now of all time. I think he is a whiny, big-time, sore-ass loser. I can't think of a worse example of how to play, and then you play as a physical series, and I know it's a formality. I've read all the social media. You mean to tell me that you can't shake a dude's hand afterwards? You're so full of yourself that you can't do that? And here's the best part about it. Best part about it, he's a dirty player, and I'm fine with that. Anybody who knows me knows I don't care. And Zach's laughing because he knows. Jarvis probably laughing because he knows. And I don't care if you're a dirty player. I think there's places to be a dirty player in the game of basketball. But if you're going to be that way, embrace the fact that someone else is going to hit you back. And don't be all this bull crap crying around like, oh my gosh, he hit me, and piss and moan about the officials and make excuses. If you're going to do it, you embody it and you go on and you don't care about the rest of it. But that also means you can't be the face of the NBA. And the way he acted, the way he represents himself, he's not the face of the NBA. He's an immature punk. And there ain't any possible way I would say that's the way you need to play. Insert high school basketball player. No way. And I lost so much respect for him, and I gained so much more respect for Karl Anthony Towns, for Jalen Brunson, for that whole group of guys, especially Brunson. Everything I see on him, I'm like, man, I should have thought this guy was a winner from the get-go, because he has the mentality of, I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do. And that's, to me, in a day and age like it is right now, he is the best example for kids. Doesn't have to say like, oh, kids wanting to go to the NBA. No, kids wanting to be successful kids. Wemby, you've got all the skills and all the tools in the world to be a great basketball player. And if we only played a quarter and a half of the NBA Finals each game, they would win. He'd have a championship and they'd win. But they play 4 quarters. He went and hid. He was a complete. He was like LeBron against the Dallas Mavericks when LeBron's first year with the Heat. Completely, they had put him on a milk carton. That's how bad it was. And I'm going on camera. I don't give a crap. I'm telling you right now, that pisses me off so much because I think that's bull crap. So if anybody wants to anoint him the face of the NBA, I don't want that French loser on anything. The French
Ricky
had
Bobby,
more class.
how you really feel.
Zach, the French had more class getting occupied by Nazi Germany than what that piece of crap did, losing Game 5 of the NBA Finals. And that's my take on the whole thing. I don't care. I hope someone shares it with him. I hope he wins and cries and everything else. And I hope he doesn't have success because he's a sore freaking loser unless he wants to change his life.
So when the Boston Celtics do that to Detroit, and then when Detroit does that to Chicago, it's okay.
I didn't say it was okay.
Okay. But I'm just saying, it's not like the first time this has happened in the history of basketball.
I didn't like it then.
But are you taking everything away from Bird and Parrish and Ainge and McHale? Are you taking everything away from
there was a lot between those two teams. They didn't play the same way that these guys play. And I'll be honest with you, for me to have a great take about that, right. I wasn't of knowing age of a lot of things back during that time, like Jarvis, who's old enough to tell us what Jesus looked like. But that's
again, the act is the act. We're talking shaking hands after the game. That's what we're saying. They didn't do it. Then nobody.
Sally did, but that's neither here nor there.
Well,
but I'm telling you. But look, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing the now because I'm in the now.
Right.
Okay. I can't give it. You want me to give a take on? Okay, Zach. I don't know. I can't tell you if the Israelites took the best route to get to the promised land. I wasn't there.
No, they didn't.
I got to watch this.
Stranded for 40 years. No, but
I got to watch. Well, and look, on top of that, Wemby didn't talk to the media after they blew the biggest lead ever.
Do you think
he's only a guy who wants to celebrate when we do good? Accept responsibility, be the face of it, and go on.
Do you think less of Larry Bird?
Without having all the context and knowing it, I sure do.
They walked by and didn't shake
hands. Zach, if you want the yes, I'll give you the yes. Damn it, yes.
You don't have to. I'm just saying.
Like in the story, Isaiah Thomas, yes, I think less of him.
Right.
Jordan lost. He went out and shook everybody's hands. That's why he's the greatest of all time. Hell, I don't even like LeBron, and he did it.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's part of the game. You win with class, you lose with class. End of story. Or you just be an ass, which is basically why I come up with the whole show art. That's it. You can't be one or the other. And hey, that just shows who you are.
Right.
Now, if there's underlying reasons, then you need to explain it. I'm just saying. Yeah. Like, okay, Wimmy, why didn't you do that? Did someone threaten you? Do you feel like, oh, no. He didn't. Nobody said anything to him.
No,
nobody's bringing that out.
I'm looking up. I guess it was just a coach and a player for the Spurs. Only two people went and shook hands. So kind of like the old Detroit thing.
Hey, Jalen Brunson, instead of going and celebrate with his team, it goes right over to shake hands to meet Mitch Johnson to shake his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He could have just as his dad's running up to him to hug him, and that's the first thing he's trying to do. Mm-hmm. Now, you can't tell me that ain't a class act. Mm-hmm. I don't care who you are. And that's just the way it is. So anyway, you guys finish the show. I had to jump on. That's my 2 cents. Take it, leave it. You can make fun of me all you want. It's totally fine. You know me. I don't care. Anyway, peace out.
Hey, everybody, that was Chris Miller, long-time listener, first-time caller.
It looked like he was parked, though, right? I mean,
where was he at? Did anybody else see how bright it was outside for 9 o'clock at night?
Well, it wasn't here in old Jefferson County, Missouri. I can tell you that.
It's not like, it's not like he's in California. He's in Columbia, Missouri.
I thought they were out west in like Kansas City or something.
I have no idea. It doesn't. Yeah. It's like
it's
maybe whatever.
Oh, this week's in Columbia. Okay.
So I don't know. I think he was lying. The whole thing's just a ruse. He's on his couch with a TV behind his back. That's all he's doing. So,
right.
But you guys have anything else you want to add about the Cardinals other than they're currently sitting in the first wild card place?
They're playing
within reach of the Brewers.
No, they're playing well. They're fun to watch. I mean, again, you go back the last several years, it's like it ain't worth turning on the TV. But I've watched more Cardinal games this year than probably the last 3 or 4 combined. And what I like is it kind of feels like a throwback to La Russa's, play the hard 9. Like they get up, they get down, and they battle back, and they find ways to win. So that's a fan, and this goes back to, and I know I already said it, but they're winning. You just said they're in a wild card. Where's the attendance at? Where's the attendance at?
It's still going to take some time to win those. It's still going to take some time to win them back.
Yeah.
Those types of things, and it'll get back there. I think as the season continues to go, if they stay in it and the bottom doesn't fall out, I think people are still worried about the bottom falling out of this team. And if it doesn't, I think come August, September, you're going to see them back again. It's going to slowly happen. It started with tarps off and all that other.
Do you think, though, because Chris has alluded to this generation, as soon as you lose the attention span of item A, they've got B, C, D, E, F, G lined up for something else to grab their attention? Is it a matter of, it's out of sight, it's out of mind?
I think it's exactly what we were talking about earlier. They need to find a way to get a face of the franchise in front of those people somehow. Mm-hmm. About getting them back. Right? Okay. They had a connection. Previous groups had a connection because you could see Yachty and Pujols and Waino, and they wanted to support those people. And this team is still developing who that's going to be to fill those roles. They haven't come out and done it yet, and they've got to find a way to get Wynn and Walker and Weatherholt and those guys in front of the cameras more often, so they can see a bigger social media presence and all those ways to try to market to those crowds. And if they can figure out a way to do that, and I think that's a great way to go.
All right, we'll take a very quick break, go to our last segment, talk about some money, some football, some supplemental
gambling, Cleveland Browns, all that stuff. Yeah,
all that stuff. Wow. So you are watching the Coach's Box.
Be right back.
I'm a delivery robot. And this burrito, it ain't gonna deliver itself. Incoming. Whoa! I'm noodle looking both ways. Hey, I'm working here, all right?
Go on, little guy.
Andiamo! And if you don't have the right auto coverage, you'll be paying for this yourself. Switch to Allstate, and you can save hundreds. Hey, Jules, you still dating that slot machine?
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Introducing the ultra-quiet Daikin Fit, a revolutionary HVAC system for ducted homes. The Daikin Fit keeps both noise and temperature at a comfortable level. It's the perfect fit for homes like yours. Hear the difference. Feel the benefits. Daikin Fit.
For service, visit www.smcihvac.com or call 636-337-2150. SMCI, legacy built, future focused. Check out Elite Collectibles, now at 2 locations. Our Arnold store focuses on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and other trading cards plus tournaments. Our Imperial location offers a little mix of everything, including sports and trading cards for all collectors. And don't forget, we host consignment auctions every Tuesday. Stop by, hang out, and see what you can pull at Elite Collectibles, now with an Arnold location and an Imperial location. If you love sports at every level, there's only one place to be. Gateway Sports covers it all. Preps, college, and the pros. Real coverage, real voices, real passion for the game. From live shows to podcasts, Gateway Sports connects the region like nobody else. Proudly powered by First Form and Recalibrate.com. Visit gatewaysports.net. Every level, one gateway.
Welcome back to segment 3, our final segment of the evening of episode 264. We hope you've enjoyed so far. If you have, or hell, I don't care, even if you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe and all those magical things that you have to do on all of the great social medias that we're a part of, which Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and probably some other ones that I am unaware of and don't have my own accounts for. So join us. Come see us every couple of weeks. Sometimes we go weekly. Sometimes we go a little bit less than that. But when we're on, you should join us and follow us as well. So we are on to our third segment. We're going to talk a little bit of college football, a little bit of gambling, a little bit of money, a little bit of NIL, and we're going to talk a little bit of Sorsby at Texas Tech and the debacle that he has created. For himself, by the fact, yes. So, guys, from what you know of the situation, what are your initial thoughts on the entire thing?
Man, the entire thing is that, one, the NCAA doesn't have it's all bark, no bite. Anything now anymore. If any college gets aggravated at the NCAA, hey, how about you just go ahead and sue them, take them to court? Just say we're going to do it anyway and do it, because all you have to do is apparently go to court, get an injunction, and you'll be able to do whatever the heck you want. Now, I think the fact that he's going into the supplemental draft, I think Texas Tech's bottom line, their dollar, I think somehow, some way was going to be affected. And I think whether that's going to be all of their college athletics, if it was going to be probably losing in court, who knows what. But it just seems odd to me that it's like, hey, you're going to play. Here's this millions of dollars for NIL. Oh, wait. And now you're going all of a sudden into the supplemental draft. Hush, hush. Let's just go. I think somebody somewhere from Texas Tech or maybe even the Big 12 was like, you need to get him out because it's going to affect somebody's wallet.
Somebody probably went to Sorsby from Texas Tech, I think, and said, listen, because of this, we're not going to be able to honor any of this. It goes against whatever. There's a clause in the contract. So you can either go on your own and save face, or we can tell you you're not coming. Your choice. And that may have been what they did to let him save a little bit. The question here is two things. The main, and you mentioned it, the NCAA now twice has had very controversial things try to happen that have had injunctions filed in courts with the professional basketball player at Alabama and now Sorsby at Texas Tech.
I saw a funny thing that said, hey, on Burroughs and Jefferson's, and it was another LSU player, hey, when they're in their off week in the NFL, just have them come on back to LSU, do a quick NIL contract for 1 week, and then who's to stop them? Say, hey, we'll get an injunction, let them play.
You get some LSU alum judge in Baton Rouge to do it. And the other thing is he really worth forfeiting a draft pick to go play quarterback in the NFL? He, outside of 1 year, he wasn't very good. And he wasn't even great in the 1 year.
Well, he was getting what? He was going to get $5 million up to $6 million NIL going to Texas Tech. And that's going to be one of the higher NIL deals. Like you just said, was he worth that money? Well, or is it just Texas Tech oilmen out there in West Texas say we got money to burn? Like, I don't.
Texas Tech spent on all of their sports, spent more money than anybody else in NIL because they do have oil money backing their NIL. I just look at it from a professional. I guess there's a corresponding, if you use a draft in the supplement, you use the pick in the supplemental draft, you give up some sort of a corresponding draft pick in the next regular draft.
Yeah. At
what point does somebody say, we'll give up a second rounder in the regular draft to take him in the supplemental? Is it worth that?
I don't know. I could. Part of me is like, I don't really care about the NFL portion because it's like, what's going to happen with college? Because here's the thing, and I just looked this up. Sorsby got to keep the money. Okay, Texas Tech is not fighting it, so they're mutually parting ways, and they're paying him without playing in a single game, and they're not even going to attempt to recover any of the NIL deal. So that just
severance package.
Exactly. Well, that tells me, again, my phrase is the juice worth the squeeze. $6 million or $5 million here versus what are we going to lose on the back end of this? Because do we go to trial? All these teams, are they going to wind up either dropping us from their schedules in all of their sports? I think that is something that we may never know, because I think Texas Tech was like, we need to get this taken care of quickly so we can just sweep it under the rug. We may never know what the ramifications might have actually been. But just to sit here and tell him, here, keep the $5 million.
Yeah. Texas Tech paying him $5 million just to go away to save face. So
crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
He didn't, for him in the NFL portion, I'll be a third string quarterback. I'll have a paper, I'll hold a clipboard for a few years, tack on another $1.5 million, whatever, guarantee contract.
Can the NFL hold the betting on his own team in college against him like they do to NFL players?
I can't imagine. It's two different entities, because that's the whole, you go back to Maurice Claret with the whole idea why he couldn't go jump from NCAA to the NFL, because of NFL, the NFL standards and their rules being completely separate from NCAA. So now it becomes so we'll switch gears to the NFL side. Who's going to want to take a flyer on him?
Yeah, there's players each year that are kind of blackballed for things that realistically may not even be that much worse.
Right.
That lose spots because of it.
Right.
And especially if it's not a second or third string quarterback isn't going to go, no, we're not worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Our guy who never plays and keeps his mouth shut and keeps his nose clean does just fine for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking you're that third string, I don't know, 35-year-old that's making $2 million or whatever, the Chase Daniel of the world. Like, well, we'll keep him. We'll keep him. We won't need to worry about this guy. He
gets along great. He gets along great with our starter. He has no illusions of grandeur of trying to be the starter. He's
knows the playbook.
Can help coach somebody else that comes in. He's going to train the replacement. I'm fine. We don't need that kind of trouble of what could happen and what could come with it.
Yeah. Jason, what do you think, man?
I don't think he's going to get anywhere, but I mean, you never know. Dumber things have happened in the NFL. I think that the college wanted to get rid of him, like Kevin said, and they just wanted to get rid of the heat, and this was the easiest.
I think at first they were going to be okay with it, and then they're like, "Oh crap, they mean it. They're not going to play us."
Yep.
We can't do this.
Yeah. Bye.
Yep.
You need to be someone else's trouble, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you $5 million so we can keep our $10 million we make on a weekend football game in Lubbock, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Plus all the other baseball and basketball, and because had everything stayed and he would have played, and if schools would have actually had the gumption to say, nope, we're going to pull out of this contract, and other Power 4 conferences said, nope, we're never going to play you, that would have been interesting. And I think it was the Big 12 when they made their comment to Texas Tech, and the Texas Tech lawyer said, Big 12, you don't want to do this. It's illegal, because I guess they were going to suspend Texas Tech or whatever, or suspend Sorsby, whatever the case may be. You don't want to do that. It's illegal. Well, they did it anyway, and there was no response. There was no major response from, Texas Tech other than, all right, Sorsby, you're out. Take your money and run.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I wonder, but I wonder what the next. Pandora's box has been widely opened and then taped open so it can't be closed again between the two injunctions in the past year. I wonder what's the next step for the NCAA.
So it's funny you say that, and we talk about in education the pendulum swings one way to the other when it comes to whether it's technology or textbooks, or if it just goes in a circle. It's the same buzzwords reused decade after decade. I was watching ESPN the other day. They had their 30 for 30 on the pony excess on SMU and the death penalty.
Great one.
Great one. I think you're going to have to make an example of a couple programs and be like, if NCAA wants to have any sort of teeth going forward, they're going to have to make an example. Maybe not out of a Power 4, unfortunately, or maybe like a scrub-a-dub Power 4. But I don't know. I don't know if you are another school and or a player. What are you fearing when it comes to sitting?
Well, I think the SEC is really waiting for the reason to pull away from the NCAA.
That's the flip side of that argument.
And I think the SEC, and probably to drag along with it, maybe the Big Ten and some other ones might be like, okay, we're going to, if we're going to do this, let's do this. And this is why, because we can have more control over this with some real teeth. Mm-hmm. Although it doesn't matter what the organization is, a judge, it doesn't matter if it's the NCAA or, the NEA or the MNE, whatever. But if a judge wants to grant an injunction, I don't care who it is, the injunction's going through. Mm-hmm. They'll find some judge that will grant an injunction somewhere. just to say, hey, you don't get to make up that. Let's talk about it first. But until we're done talking about it, this gets to happen.
Okay, so since we're doing cause effect here, then the next logical step is, so SEC, Big Ten, we're going to step away. We're going to create our own entity. Because of that, we get to create our own rules and our own statutes and bylaws. Or are they going to say no more NIL? And then if that's the case, do kids say, I won't go SEC, Big Ten, I'll go Big 12 with NIL? Or do the power?
I think you're going to see. You're either going to see it one way or the other. You're going to see, hey, we're going to go one of three ways. I take that back. You're going to see no NIL. You come, you play. This is the cream of the crop. You come here to be showcased to the NFL or whoever it might be. It's could be the other way where it'd be like, hey, this is the wild, wild west. The transfer portal's wide open 365, 24/7. Or, which that would, both of those would probably not be a great way to go for them. Or it's in the middle, or they might do it actually right and say, hey, portal opens for 7 days at the end of the school year. And here's your salary cap for your NIL for each of your individual teams.
I don't know. And Jason, you could comment on it. If the SEC and Big Ten split, and so you're going to have 30 teams, we'll make some type of even number because there's 18
drag a couple
16,
in there.
Right? Maybe you add 2 more on the Big Ten and 4 more, and you have 40 schools. Okay, so you have a 40-team conference. If they're going to rewrite the rule book. If you bring that up, Kevin, if I now have 2 different leagues, because that's what it is now. It's now XFL or it's NFL, or if it's CFL, it's 2 different leagues. So now does it become all those group of 4, group of 5, and ACC and Big 12? Do they say we'll stick with the money, or do they say we need to join this new league? And then how does that affect all of the other sports?
It will come down, that question will come down to where's the revenue at? Like you said, where's the money? Where's the TV contract? Are the TV contracts with the conferences, or which is where they're at? That's where they'll stay with. You think the money's going to be with the NCAA and Big 12 being the main conference, so to speak, the head honcho conference? Or are they going to take money and go to the SEC and the Big 10, where you have both coasts now in your footprint, not to mention the Gulf? So, you've got the country covered from Washington to Florida, from New York to LA. Yeah. So I'm thinking the money follows those big schools and where they're at.
Yeah. So, what do you think, Jarvis?
I don't know.
I would say, is there a basketball game on or baseball game on? We know you ain't watching soccer, so no, that's
no. I don't know, man.
You're right. It's what
this stuff doesn't interest me at all.
No, oh man, no. Well, it is when you say Pandora's box or a whole can of worms, because it literally is.
I can't believe they reinstated them. What the heck were they thinking? I just can't believe they reinstated them.
I think I read somewhere that it was actually the second judge that they tried to get it from. The first judge was a Texas Tech grad that recused himself. And then they went to the next judge who said, yeah, sure, why not?
Hey, that's a favor for this guy who recused himself. We're golf buddies. You know?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm going to be interested to see what the next injunction's going to allow. Now, both of these injunctions didn't stick. They granted the injunctions, and both either were repealed or they solved themselves. They fixed the glitch. And so but what's the next? Well,
that's what you bring up. That's a glitch. There is a glitch in college athletics, and even if you go back before NIL, you still had the Alabamas of the world, even though Nick Saban's talking in front of Congress, you still had all these schools that were doing the dirty deals under the table. I don't know if that's the right. I don't think that's right. I think you have to have transparency, but again, we're human beings. Jarvis said it. Everybody's greedy. Everybody's greedy. There's a reason why we have correctional facilities. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. It's because, hey, here's the rules. Let's bend them. Let's break them.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I don't know if we're just so far out there when it comes to sports that what to do with college athletics.
Now blow it up and start all over. But normally what should have happened is when they started this thing, like with the portal and NIL, you give a little bit of rope, let them figure it out, and then you give out a little bit of rope. No, not throw the whole rope at them and then go try to grab it back, which is now what they're trying to do, and you've lost control of it completely.
I say nobody's steering.
You basically stuck your hand into a snake bag, and you're trying to pull out parts of it and see what you can get, and it's just not going to work. Somebody's going to get bit, and it's not going to end. It's not going to end pretty.
Yep.
So, but all right, guys. Anything else to add? It's been a good show, I think.
Yeah.
We had a 4-minute timeout tirade.
I was thinking more like a 14-minute.
Yeah. We had a segment timeout tirade at one point. From a caller who decided to allegedly go video during, at least, so. But we've got. Do you do any summer? I know Jason's got summer basketball. Do you do any junior high summer stuff?
There might be a shootout at some point, but that might be some dads or grandpas or whoever want to.
Oh, so it's nothing that you like getting kids formal. In the gym and doing that.
No, nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So, as long as you're enjoying your summer, we're about a little over 2 months out from the start of school, so enjoy these.
You don't say that. You keep your mouth shut.
You can't say stuff like that.
So, I know next two weeks from now we come back. I won't be on. I'm going to be in Hilton Head with the family.
Yeah,
we're going to go to Hilton Head for a week, meet my brother out there. So, you guys going on vacation this summer? We'll talk about this real quick. You going on vacation this summer anywhere?
Not this summer. Out in the backyard, out to the pool.
I think we might go to Michigan City, Indiana, visit my brother. I think that might be it.
All right. Well,
I think my wife's going with their sister, and they're taking their boy. She's taking Weston, and she's taking Nolan, and they're going to Chicago. Not this weekend, but the next.
Oh, you're going to be batching it up. There you go. Hey, show over at Jarvis's house. That's what we're doing.
Yes, live show at Jarvis's. It'll be my, while we're in Hilton Head, it's my 15th anniversary. So we're going to have some fun while we're out there. So.
We just had our 9-year anniversary Monday the 15th.
Man.
Congrats.
I had 44 yesterday, and then we've got 21, year 21 tomorrow. So
nice.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
So I didn't see it on Facebook, so my bad.
No, I guess I must have hidden it from the world.
So. All right. So, guys, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the Coach's Box.
Deuces.
This episode of the Coach's Box, Call It Like You See It podcast is brought to you by Off the Rails Media. Life's more fun when you're off the rails.